Hello, Baycats fans. Welcome to Vintage Drone Stadium for the newest edition of Barrie Baycats Baseball. Tonight's Inter-County Baseball League game features the visiting Hamilton Cardinals and your Barrie Baycats. I'm Patrick Melbourne from Baycats TV. Ken Doyle will be our in-game host. You'll hear from her in a little bit. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Hamilton Cardinals, managed by Davy Castelli. Batting first, the shortstop, number 25, Brandon Nicholson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 49, Quinn Cotton. Batting third, the right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 14, Luis Bernardo. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 30, Josh Niles. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 16, Dennis Davy. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 21, Jacob Underwood. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 6, Lane Reno. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 44, Tanner Russell. On the mound for the Cardinals, number 35, Colby Ray. And now, the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Batting first, the center fielder, number 9, Kenny Icho. Batting second, the left fielder, number 6, Kyle Mays. Batting third, the right fielder, number 4, Starlin Rodriguez. Batting fourth, the DH, number 27, Ryan Rio. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 55, Hayden Chico. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 26, Adam R. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 5, Josh Cote. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 20, Victor Class. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 14, 2022 IBL All-Star, Owen Jackson. On the mound for the Barrie Baycats tonight, number 12, Brad Grieveson. Here are the umpires for today's game. Calling the balls and strikes, Trevor Stoiko. At first base, Chris Walters. And at third base, Ryan Jackson. Excuse me, correction there. Mike Guthrow behind the plate, Ryan Hern at first base, Ryan Jackson at third base. Hey, Ryan Jackson was on both of them. 1 out of 3, correct the first time. Canada is celebrating 75 years of peacekeeping this year. For 75 years, Canadian United Nations peacekeepers have saved and changed lives in the world's most fragile political and security situations. They are ordinary people striving to achieve extraordinary outcomes in difficult and often dangerous conditions in some of the most dangerous areas in the world. More than 125,000 military and police personnel have worn the blue beret of United Nations peacekeeping. National Peacekeepers Day is officially marked on August 9th of each year. 441 Huronia Wing is a charter member of the Royal Canadian Air Force Association, established by Royal Charter in 1947. The mission of the association is to maintain the values and traditions of the RCAF and to serve as an advocate for a modern and effective Air Force. The 441 Wing is also active in the community by providing financial support to 2 local Royal Canadian Air Cadet squadrons, some of whom are on parade here today, as well as other endeavors in the local area. The 4-4 Wing Color Party was formed to keep alive the unique traditions of the RCAF dating back to the 1920s, as well as presenting the values of 441 Wing to the general public. The members of the Color Party are veterans of the RCAF, each with many decades of service to Canada. They are Andrea Sloan, Andrew Galton, Leslie Ball, Wally Capsticks, and Murray Tomlin. Please rise and remove your caps if you are able to for the playing of O Canada, our national anthem. Snow was born in Newfoundland in 1922 and enlisted in the Canadian Army at Toronto in 1943. Overseas, he served with the 1st Canadian Radar Battery and the 1st Canadian Infantry Battalion. He arrived in France just after the D-Day invasion in June 1944. His responsibilities included spotting targets for the artillery when they were fighting in the Northwest Campaign through France, Belgium, Holland, and Belgium. Bill will be 101 years young this September 13th, 2023. Escorted by Hern 22 years veteran who served in the Middle East and with NATO. He is the recipient of the 2022 Ombudsman Commendation, one of only 4 in all of Canada for his lifetime contribution to the well-being of veterans and their families. NATO, excuse me. It's your pitch.
The Baycats are back home for a huge couple of games this weekend as they continue to battle for the IBL pennant. Hello everybody and welcome to Vintage Throne Stadium on what has become a beautiful evening for baseball. I'm Julius Hern along with Dylan Quinn and the rest of our Baycats TV crew. Sam O'Cohen will join us as reporter later in the game as well. The Hamilton Cardinals have come to town to face the Baycats, who a week ago today were coming off their biggest win of the season, a huge 4-0 home win against the first place Welland Jackfish, thanks to a complete game shutout by staff ace Frank Garces. Since then, the Cats have dropped 3 straight, all on the road, including a back-breaking 9-3 loss in Welland on Thursday night. However, a great opportunity presents itself tonight as the Baycats look to right the ship against a struggling Cardinal squad.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Julius. 3 straight losses for the Cats, looking to turn it around today. And today against the Hamilton Cardinals, who have lost their last 2 and sit at 6 in the IBL standings.
The Cardinals come into tonight 2-8 in their last 10, with their team ERA reaching 8.59 during that stretch, with the team also committing 20 errors defensively in that stretch as well. The Baycats could be looking to take advantage of shaky Hamilton pitching and defense tonight. They really need this win, Dylan.
Yeah, they'll be without their star, Noel McGarry-Doyle, as he is left for college. And tonight will be the last game for Josh Cote before he goes off to Northeastern Junior College for more baseball endeavors.
Give me the lineups for the Hamilton Cardinals tonight. Batting first, Brandon Nicholson, he's the shortstop. Quinn Cotton, the center fielder, bats second. Tyler Duncan, MVP candidate in right field, he bats third. Luis Bernardo's the DH, he's in the cleanup spot. Josh Niles at first base, batting fifth. Dennis DeBanning, the left fielder, bats sixth. Jacob Underwood at third, Lane Renault at second, and Tanner Rempel, the catcher, round out the bottom of the order for the Hamilton Cardinals.
Yeah, and on the mound tonight for the Cats, it's Brad Grieveson. Plenty of experience this season with 12 games and a 5.31 ERA. However, all of those innings, 22 to be exact, coming out of the bullpen. Tonight, Brad Grieveson makes his first start of the year. We'll see how he takes the pressure.
Beautiful night here at Vintage Throne Stadium. It was a bit rainy earlier, but skies have cleared up. It's a beautiful evening. The sun's out. The Baycats are ready to play. This is a makeup game, actually, from July 20th, as that original scheduled matchup was rained out. So we're ready to get started here.
Yeah, for a lot of today, it didn't look like there was going to be baseball tonight, but the skies are clear and we're ready for first pitch coming up.
Leading off the shortstop, number 25, Brandon Nicholson.
Brandon Nicholson stepping in to lead off the ball game against Brad Grieveson. First pitch of the outing. In there for strike one.
Nicholson batting .275 on the year, has 7 hits in his last 3 games.
Popped up. Foul territory, right side of the infield. Hayden Jaco, the first baseman, makes the catch. 1 down. We'll give you the defense here for the Barrie Baycats.
The center fielder at number 49, Quinn Cotton.
In left field, Kyle Maves, center, Kanice Ejo, and in right, Starlin Rodriguez. Rounding out the infield, at third is Victor Plaz, shortstop, Adam Odd, second baseman, Owen Jansen, and first, Hayden Jaco. Behind the plate is Josh Cote, and pitching is Brad Grieveson.
Quinn Cotton stepping in. First pitch just inside for ball 1.
Get this, Julius. Quinn Cotton on a 6-game hit streak right now. Currently has 11 hits in his last 6 games. We'll see if he can extend it right here.
just on the outside corner there for strike 2. Quinn Cotton, a very talented player. He was MLB draft pick by the Rockies out of high school. 1-1 pitch. Another great pitch on the outside corner there for strike 2.
Back-to-back pitches, similar location in the zone. Gets the call on both. We'll see what he's got for pitch number 4 on a 1-2 count.
1-2 pitch. Flared out in the right field. It's going to stay in play, but no one's going to get there. Cotton was also drafted by the Reds 3 years later. Played his college ball at Grand Canyon University. Got as high as AA in the Cincinnati Reds organization. Another 1-2. Just inside. Now 2-2.
Cotton in his first season in the IBL, however, batting .361 in 36 at-bats.
His first appearance against Barrie this season in the Cardinals lineup. That's a rocket up the middle. Tough play for second baseman Jansen, and that's going to be an infield hit there for Quinn Cotton.
And the hit streak grows to 7. That's 7 games with a hit for Cotton.
Very hard hit ball right up the middle, and Jansen just couldn't handle it.
Well, if there's a hitter to highlight tonight, it's Tyler Duncan. Currently leads the IBL in RBIs and is 5th in average as well, with batting .367 this far into the year. 46 RBIs, as I said, leads the IBL.
Also leads the IBL in home runs with 14. His 14th on Wednesday night in London. Fouled off. Duncan surely in the conversation for IBL MVP this year. He's had a fantastic year. Definitely the star in this Cardinals roster. Ball 1 on Duncan.
Will be interesting to see how Grieveson attacks the top of the order with a lot of power in Hamilton's lineup tonight.
Modest lead for Cotton at first. He's got some speed. On the ground, this could be 2. Jansen can't make the play, he bobbles it. Duncan's going to reach. That's going to be another ball in the infield. That's going to be an error for Owen Jansen.
First play was an infield hit. That one probably going to be chalked up with an E for Owen Jansen. And for Brad Grieveson, usually a reliever, Julius, what are you looking for if you're Josh Matlow? How many innings do you want at a Brad Grieveson this afternoon?
Well, he's going to go as far as he can. And, we're expecting Frank Garces to get the ball tomorrow against Welland, so if you're expecting Garces to go the distance like he did his last outing, he had the whole bullpen to work with. First pitch, a strike.
I definitely agree.
Luis Bernardo.
I believe both of Garces' last appearances, he's gone the distance, so if you're Josh Matlow tonight, you do have a lot of arms that should be able to go in the pen.
1-1 the count now on Luis Bernardo, the DH tonight.
Bernardo, in a little bit of a slump, only has 3 hits in his last 24 at-bats. We'll see if the Cats can make it 3 in the last 25.
1-1 pitch. Low and away again. Grieveson has got what he wanted so far. Those first 2 balls in play. He's been effective at inducing ground balls this year, especially to right-handed batters. But Owen Jansen was getting tested early. That's a line shot into center field. Kinesijo heading back on it, and he's not going to get there. It's going to be off the fence. Rounding third, scoring is Cotton, and right behind him is Duncan. It's a 2-0 ball game. 2 RBI double for Luis Bernardo. Cardinals take an early lead.
The first baseman at number 30.
Still only 1 out for the Baycats as they attack the 5-hitter. That'll be Josh Niles, the first baseman. Another righty faces off against Grieveson. We've seen him attack, we're only 5 batters in, but we've seen him attack the outside corner and stay low against those batters early on. We'll see if that remains true to Josh Niles.
Josh Niles, 21-year-old from Port Stanley. On the ground to third. Plaz, easy play to first. 2 down. Plaz able to look back the runner at second, so Bernardo can't advance.
Left fielder at number 16, Dennis Devanning.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Dennis Devanning, batting .283 on the season.
Swing and a miss by Devanning on the first pitch.
Great pitch by Grieveson on an 0-0 count.
With a low pitch in the zone, that's exactly what he wants, getting those ground balls. Letting his defense do the work.
Another good pitch from Grieveson. No offer from Devanning.
Devanning been a reliable bat in their lineup this year. 145 at bats this year. He's batting .283. Flared out to right field. It's going to get out of play. Foul.
Not very many long at-bats against Grieveson this afternoon. You mentioned it, Julius. There's a lot of contact, and a lot of contact on the ground is the hope for the Baycats with Grieveson on the mound tonight. Fans on their feet.
Time called by Devanning. No hold for the runner at second, Bernardo. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball high and in. Great crowd here tonight, Vintage Throne Stadium getting in the action. 2-2 pitch. Outside, and it's a full count.
Same pitch from Grieveson on back-to-back pitches. Very different locations on both. Does not get an offer. It's now full. Runners will be moving. It's full count and 2 outs.
Full count pitch. Line, and that's going to get into the gap in right center field. Rounding is Bernardo. He will score. RBI single for Devanning. 3-0 Cardinals.
Third baseman at number 21, Jacob Underwood.
This is not what Grieveson wanted to see to open his outing. Jacob Underwood, the third baseman, will step in.
Underwood batting .208 on the year in the left side of the batter's box.
First pitch high. The 1-0. Fouled off to the screen. We've seen it in his relief appearances this year as well, but Grieveson likes to work quickly. He does not like to be on the mound for very long. 1-1. Just missed. Inside there on Underwood, now 2-1.
Grieveson's been hammering that corner in the first inning. Went there, didn't get the call.
He's trying to stay on the edges of the zone. Line into center field. Ejo racing in. He's not going to get there. It'll drop. Another Cardinal base hit here in the first inning.
Yep, only in the first inning as the 8-hitter Lane Renault steps into the batter's box. Still just 1 out away from getting out of the inning out of the Cats.
Lane Renault, the second baseman tonight, swings and misses at his first pitch. Renault leads the IBL in strikeouts with 55 through 116 at-bats. So fouled off.
Yeah, we've mentioned some league leaders tonight, but strikeouts, not one of the categories you probably want to be at the top of the list on. RBIs, home runs, those are okay, but strikeouts, not the best category, we'll say.
And he's already worked his way to an 0-2 count. Grieveson's got him on the ropes. The 0-2. High, ball one.
Grieveson looking to execute down low in the zone. We've seen him get high 2 pitches here in the last 2 at-bats. If I'm Brad Grieveson, I'm looking for a breaking ball down here on a 1-2 count, one of the only pitcher's counts he's been in thus far.
1-2 pitch, fouled off the mask of Cote. Fans rooting on their pitcher, Brad Grieveson. A called strike 3 on the outside corner. Renaud down looking. And that'll end the inning, but the Cardinals put up 3 in the first inning to take an early lead. Baycats coming up in the bottom of the first. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. 3-0 lead for the Hamilton Cardinals as the Baycats will get their first chance to bat. We'll give you the lineups for the Baycats. Kenise Ejo going to lead off here. He's the center fielder. Kyle Maves, the left fielder. He's batting second. Starlin Rodriguez, the right fielder, bats third. Ryan Rios, the DH in the cleanup spot. Hayden Jaco at first, bats fifth. Adam Odd, the shortstop, bats sixth. Josh Cote, Victor Plaz, and Owen Jansen round out the Baycats lineup.
And on the mound for this afternoon is Colby Ring. Against Barrie, he's pitched 2 outings, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts and 4 runs allowed. And you were mentioning earlier, Julius, that in his last outing against Barrie, he only allowed 1 hit, which is pretty outstanding stuff.
Popped up out of play. 1-1 here on Kenise Ejo now. And yes, his last outing against Barrie, Colby Ring had a 7 shutout innings. He only allowed 1 hit and 1 walk. A fantastic outing in Hamilton. 1-1 pitch. Ejo offers out. It's called strike.
Baycats are hoping they can erase that 1-hit performance and jump on them early here. 1-2 count.
1-2 pitch. Ijo sees it outside for ball 2.
Now, Julius, when I'm watching pitchers, I always love to look at where they set up on the rubber. As you see, Colby Ring is setting up right on the outside corner of the rubber. And
on the ground to third. That's going to be a foul ball, excuse me.
boy, that one definitely looked fair. But the umpire says no, and they will reset.
It's a tough call for Ijo. Definitely a close one on the third baseline there. Ijo will head back. It's still 2-2.
As I was saying, you see Colby Ring setting up on the far left side of the rubber. You see pitchers in the MLB like to move around sometimes. Jake Arrieta was a guy who moved around depending on where he was in the count or what pitch he was going to throw, but I always love to see that with pitchers. It's very interesting to me.
Josh Matlow's going to come out and talk to the umpire here. Baycats not liking that call on the third baseline.
He's walking all the way out to the third base side to have a conversation with the umpire.
Well, we have some time. I'll let you know that this first inning is brought to you by JC Unlimited Contracting. Design, supply, build, renovate. Servicing Simcoe region for over a decade. Looks like the umpires are going to get together here and discuss this.
Well, it was a very close play. From our vantage point, may have looked a little bit more fair, but obviously we're all the way up here. The umpires are all the way down there. Well, we have a second. I'll give you Colby Ring's stats on the year. In 10 games, he's a 3-5 record, a 5.32 ERA. He's pitched 50 and 2/3 innings pitched, and 35 strikeouts.
Doesn't look like they're going to change this call at all. So Ijo will step back in with a 2-2 count. At Colby Ring, he throws a four-seam fastball, a cutter, curveball, and the occasional changeup.
2-2 is the count.
2-2 pitch to Ijo. That's away, and that's a full count.
Good take by Ijo in a lefty-righty matchup. We'll see if he can pull another one down the line, this time fair.
Full count delivery from Ring. On the ground to third. Nice play here from Jacob Underwood to make the play at first. One down. We'll give you the defense here for the Hamilton Cardinals.
In left field, we have Dennis DeBanning. In center is Quinn Cotton. In right, Tyler Duncan. And in the infield, at third, we got Jacob Underwood. Shortstop, Brandon Nicholson. Second baseman, Lane Renault. And first baseman, Josh Niles. Behind the plate is Tanner Rempel, and on the mound, the aforementioned Colby Ring. Boy, that was a great pick at first by Josh Niles there.
Kyle Maves will step in. He's been in the 2 spot tonight. Shows bunt, and he gets it down. Underwood's going to let it go foul.
Boy, tough break for Kyle Maves there. Hitless in his last 4 games, in his last 9 ABs. Would have liked to keep that one fair, but 2 plays, neither of them going the Baycats' way this afternoon.
Kyle Maves is a very skilled bunter. We've seen it throughout this season. He's been able to bunt for base hits kind of as a surprise tactic. He's done it when he's let off an inning in some instances.
Well, you get such an advantage as a lefty, not having to run that extra distance from the batter's box. It's definitely, if you're a fast guy like Maves is, it's worthwhile to drop down a bunt every once in a while.
Underwood now playing in. The 0-1 pitch. That's spiked in the dirt, 1-1.
That one must have slipped out of Colby Ring's hand there, as that bounced before it hit the dirt.
Maves waggles his bat, the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Underwood, the third baseman, still playing in, expecting a bunt. Maves swings away and he fouls it off. Kyle Maves just coming off his senior year at Quinnipiac University. He had a very strong year, hit nearly 350. Not a ton of power, but he stole nearly 40 bags. That one's high, it's a full count.
Good take by Maves on a high pitch. Maves batting .231 on the year in 20 games and 52 at-bats.
Full count pitch to Maves. That one's high and it's a walk. First base runner of the ball game for the Baycats.
The right fielder, number 4, Starlin.
That'll bring up Starlin Rodriguez stepping into the right side of the batter's box in his third year of his IBL career. The talented right fielder will look to do some damage here and move Maves over from first.
And Rodriguez coming back the last couple of games from a calf injury he was recovering from. He's now 100%. He's back on the lineup full time. He's batting .305 on the season with 6 home runs. First pitch, he drives it deep to left field. Back on it is DeBanning and it's gone. Starlin Rodriguez gets the Baycats' first 2 runs.
Boy, just what the doctor ordered for Starlin Rodriguez coming back from his injury. Just his second extra base hit since the injury, and that'll put the Baycats within 1, bringing up the ever-dangerous DH in Ryan Rio.
7th home run of the season for Starlin Rodriguez, and it's a big one.
Nothing better than a Starlin Rodriguez no-doubt home run. He flips the bat, he trots the bases, and it's 3-2 with only 1 out in the inning.
Ryan Rio.
And we all know Starlin Rodriguez from the viral bat flip he had a couple years ago. Showing it off again there, and the Baycats are cutting the deficit now to 1. Ryan Rio will step in here with 1 out. Flown into left field. Easier play here for DeBanning. He'll make the catch, 2 down.
Yeah, everybody knows the Rodriguez bat from a few years ago, but he's also added 2 more bat flips this year, to my knowledge, maybe even more. He loves sending them over that left field wall and then flipping his bat towards the dugout as he rounds the bases. 2 outs, that'll bring up the first baseman, Hayden Jaco.
Jaco, a product of Indiana State University, Division I college. First pitch is high. So that walk to Maves proving costly here for Colby Ring. One-0 pitch. Just outside, and it's 2-0.
Well, Jaco has hits in 8 of his last 9 games. Let's see if he can make it 9 in his last 10 and bring up Adam Odd with 2 outs in the inning.
Jaco sees it just on the outside corner again, but that one called a strike. Two 2-1 pitch. Up in the zone again, but call the ball.
Well, hitters count 3-1. If you're Hayden Jaco, you got to see a pitch you like here.
Most likely a fastball coming here for Jaco. 3-1 pitch is low, and he gets a walk.
Was a fastball indeed. Good call, Julius, but that one's low, and that'll send Jaco to first, bringing up Adam Odd, 3rd in the IBL this season in average, batting a whopping .382. Lots of power as well, with Adam Odd stepping into the left side of the batter's box. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Odd. And Adam Odd, one of those guys who changes up his swing depending on the count. He's got a hitter's count. He likes to do a big wind-up, big leg kick. But we'll see him shorten it up with 2 strikes. And we'll see what happens here with 2 away in the inning and a runner on first.
Adam Odd batting just 2 for 15 this season against the Cardinals. First pitch, a strike. Short lead for Jaco at first. Doesn't look like he'll be running. The 0-1 pitch fouled off.
.102 at-bats this season for Odd, 39 hits, 12 doubles, 5 home runs, and 22 RBIs.
Long looking at the signs for Colby Ring. He comes set. 0-2 pitch. Fouled away on the left side out of play.
You mentioned that shorter swing on 2 strikes does Adam Odd. Has not much of a leg kick there. He'll choke up the bat and won't move that front leg too much as he looks to just make contact on an 0-2 count.
Another 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Adam Odd staying alive in this count. Colby Ring comes into this IBL season having just finished his junior year at Antelope Valley College. It's an NAIA level program where he went 5-1 with a 4.67 ERA in 12 starts. Very reliable arm here for the Cardinals. 0-2 count on Adam Odd. Swings and misses. Odd goes down. Cardinals get out of it, but a huge 2-run home run from Starlin Rodriguez puts 2 runs on the board for the Baycats. As we head to the second, you're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Top of the second inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. It's brought to you by Wingin' It Restaurants, the great taste of adventure. Send it down to Sam Ocoin. What do you have for us, Sam?
Thank you, Julius. Let's take a look at some possible playoff matchups for your Baycats. Both Barrie and Kitchener are 3.5 games back in the standings. If the Baycats were to finish in second, they would face the London Majors. If they were to finish in third, they would play these Hamilton Cardinals. A matchup against the Guelph Royals and Toronto Maple Leafs is still in play as most of the teams are so close to each other in the win-loss column. But it's always fun to think about who you'll be playing. Guys?
Thank you, Sam. On the ground foul. Yes, very interesting to see what the playoff scenarios will look like. Only a couple weeks left in the season.
Well, we only have 8 teams in the league, and every team makes the playoffs. Every single game matters, and those standings can change every single game.
One and two here on number 9 hitter Tanner Rempel, the catcher. Another outside pitch, 2-2.
Baycats fighting for second place right now. 3 games back of first, but they're tied with Kitchener.
0-2 pitch from Grieveson. Popped up, out of play.
This far into the year, it really is a three-dog race for first, as Welland 27 wins, Barrie 23, and Kitchener 24. And the Maple Leafs 8 games back of first. I believe we're only going to see one of those three teams take the first seed.
On the ground is short. Adam Ott with a nice backhand pick. Wide throw, but Hayden Jaco gets the tag on him for the first out.
Great tag from Jaco for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 25, Brandon.
It's always important to know as a first baseman, if the throw's wide, you got to come off the bag and get the ball no matter what, and Jaco did, and he made a nice tag.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Brandon Nicholson, on a 3-game hit streak here in the right side of the batter's box.
Low and outside, but it's called a strike. Just caught the corner of the zone.
Grieveson is just pounding the bottom of the zone tonight. He's getting the majority of the calls.
Fouled off to the screen. 0-2, and that's what Grieveson wants. He wants the ground balls. He's not a strikeout pitcher.
Making his infield do the work.
0-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Grieveson's going to call his first baseman off and make the catch in foul territory.
Maybe not making his infield do the work, as Grieveson takes that one himself for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Quinn Cotton, the aforementioned second hitter and center fielder. Was on a 6-game hit streak, has since extended that to 7, and has 12 hits in his last 7 games.
Swung on and missed on the first pitch from Grieveson.
Beautiful pitch from Grieveson. I love seeing how he tunnels that fastball and the breaking ball and always getting the hitters off balance. Not a strikeout guy, but...
Popped up again. Hayden Jaco has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch on the edge of the infield to retire the side. 1-2-3. Go down the Cardinals. We're heading to the bottom of the second. 3-2 Hamilton. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and that's
and the score is James Henderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
The catcher.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. Bottom 2. Cardinals have a 3-2 lead. And up comes Josh Cote to lead off for the Baycats.
Well, if you're Josh Matlow, you want to hinge every bit of baseball that Josh Cote has. If you're Josh Matlow, you want to get every ounce of baseball out of Josh Cote. Today being his last game with the Baycats this season before he heads off to Northeastern Junior College.
Josh Cote, just 19 years old, but he's having an incredible season. Definitely in the conversation for IBL Rookie of the Year. 1-0 from Ring. low, and now 2-0.
Well, in the IBL, MLB, really any league, it is just such an advantage to have a catcher who can hit for power, and Josh Cote can do just that. 4 home runs, batting .295 in 105 at-bats. We've seen quality, we've seen quantity. Josh Cote going to be not one that you want to lose come playoff time.
Might have broken his bat there on grounder to Underwood, and he makes the play at first. First out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 20.
Let's finish up on Josh Cote here. He's also a catcher that has some speed. You don't see that too often from catchers who have some kind of base stealing ability. So with Cote unfortunately having to fulfill his college commitments, it's going to be a huge hole in the Barrie lineup.
Not many catchers with plus speed come to mind. Maybe JT Realmuto in the MLB, but that might be the only one.
Victor Plaz will step in. He's the third baseman tonight. Sees the first pitch for a strike.
Plaz batting .313 on the year in 67 at-bats. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, and 21 hits.
Plaz fouls it off. Now 0-2.
If you're the Baycats, you have to take advantage of those lefty-righty matchups. It's going to be tough to send one over the fence or any deep part of the yard at that in lefty-lefty matchup. So you got to hit him far if you're a righty tonight.
0-2. High, ball 1. Well, shout out to our analytics folks here with the Baycats, providing us some statistics tonight. Colby Ring, when he's ahead in the count, you're going to see mostly fastballs as well. 73.9% of the time he's going to throw a four-seam fastball, but can also work in a nice cutter in there as well. Outside, 2-2. Colby Ring, very fastball heavy. 2-2 pitch to Plaz. Goes the other way with it, but it's foul and out of play. Another 2-2. Plaz lines it on the ground up the middle, but play made and thrown wide by Lane Renault. Plaz is going to reach on an error.
Well, a high curveball that got Plaz off balance sent a slow ground ball out to second base and got the second baseman a little bit off balance, and obviously pulled the first baseman off the bag with the throw. That'll bring up Owen Jansen, the dangerous 9-hitter.
Owen Jansen, an IBL All-Star last year for the Baycats, very versatile defender. Played college ball at Purdue University. Plaz has some speed. He may run here. First pitch for a strike here to Owen Jansen.
You mentioned the All-Star appearance, and Jansen, a guy who thrives in the 9 spot. I was talking to our friend Patrick Melbourne, who said he's moved him up into the, or Josh Mallow's moved him up into the front of the order, but just hasn't seen the same production, but not the prototypical 9-hitter for sure.
0-1. Another looking strike.
Another hanging curveball from Ring. We'll see if one of these Baycats players can capitalize on that and send it out to the fence.
Yeah, Owen Jansen seems to be the product of being a leadoff hitter in the bottom of the order, a guy that can get on base for when your top of the order guys can come up. He's down 0-2 here to Colby Ring. The pitch. High for ball 1.
Well, I definitely agree, Julius. We've seen a lot of MLB teams introduce that strategy as well, where the 9-hitter kind of acts as the transition man to the top of the order. And Jansen does that job terrifically.
Yeah, always important to have runners on base for your best hitters. As could be the case here if Jansen can reach. 1-2 pitch. Lined into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Plaz is looking to turn, he'll stop at second.
Well, yet another hanging breaking ball that just flies into the zone at a slow speed. Out in front of it again was Jansen, similar to Plaz, sends it to the right side of the field, finds the gap and finds himself on first with only one away in the inning for the leadoff hitter, Kenice Ijo.
Yeah, Ijo nearly had a hit when he led off in the first inning. Controversial call down the third baseline, and he later grounded out the third. But now he's got runners on base. Ijo shows bunt, pulls it back.
Well, Julius, what better way to display exactly what we were just talking about with Owen Jansen? You have him in the 9 slot. You want to give a good transition to the leadoff hitter. He gets on base, and all of a sudden, it's 2 guys on with 1 out, and you have the 1, 2, 3 guys on deck. Terrific opportunity here for the Baycats in the bottom of the second.
2-0 on Ijo as that pitch was high. Ijo joined the Baycats about a month or so into the season and was producing right off the hop. He's got plenty of speed and he's getting on base a ton. Been cold a little bit as of late, but a guy that can get hot snap of a finger. 3-0 now. Be curious to see if Ijo has the green light.
Gonna have to be a pitch right down the middle. You mentioned the fastballs from Colby Ring tonight. We'll see if he throws one here. He does indeed. No offer from Ijo. And he mentioned the slow last 3 games for Ijo. Before that, though, he had 7 hits in 4 games, but most recently, just 2 hits in his last 3.
Defense playing straight up. First baseman playing in on the infield grass. 3-1 pitch. Popped foul out of play. That's a full count.
Well, Ijo in his first year with the Baycats, but he's no stranger to the IBL as this is his 4th year in the league, first with Barrie.
Full count pitch. Ijo drives it deep to left field. And it's just foul. DeBanning knew he had no play on it in left field and watched it sail over the fence just left of the left field foul pole.
Boy, I thought that one was headed fair and headed gone from Kenice Ijo. We talked about the power in the lefty-righty matchups. You saw it there, but just unable to pull it fair. A little bit early on the pitch.
Ijo has 1 home run on the season so far, and he really got all of that one, but just a bit early. Another full count pitch. Driven into right field, it'll get down for a base hit. Plaz is stopping at third, and the bases will be loaded here for Kyle Maves.
And here comes Maves. Hitless in his last 4 games and his last 10 at-bats. What better chance would it be for right here if he could end that streak, drive in a run, and possibly give the Baycats the lead. Lefty-lefty matchup. We know Maves won't be bunting here with the bases loaded.
Ijo worked a great at-bat there. The count started out 3-0. Had a couple strikes on, but kept fouling balls off and managed to work himself a base hit. Now the base is loaded here for Kyle Maves. Only 1 out. On the ground, this could be 2. Second, over to first. Double play. The Cardinals get out of the jam on an inning-ending double play, 4-6-3. Baycats can't capitalize on the bases loaded, but 3-2 Cardinals after 2. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. Top of the third inning here, the Cardinals maintain a 3-2 lead as Tyler Duncan will lead off this inning. Third inning brought to you by Phaetrum, aluminum and siding, quality above all else. Brad Grieveson back out for his third inning of work. His first pitch to Duncan, low for ball one.
Grieveson's longest outing of the season came on July 12th, where he pitched 4 innings against the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's out for his third inning of work here, and nobody warming up in the Baycats' pen. We'll see if he's out for 2 more to set a new season record. Does Brad Grieveson for innings pitched.
And that outing against Toronto was a huge win for the Baycats. Duncan swings and misses, now 1-2. That was the outing where the Baycats turned a triple play, and Grieveson was pitching in extra innings and got out of 2 bases loaded jams with nobody out. The Baycats had a huge emotional comeback win in that game. 1-2 pitch on the ground. Adam Odd got a backhand play, makes the pick on to first. Jaco with a pick on the other end.
What
for 1 out.
A play by Adam Odd. What a pick by Hayden Jaco, and a beautiful first out of the inning. We've talked about the ground balls coming from Brad Grieveson, and he continues to do it in the third inning here. That game against Toronto, faced 15 batters, pitched 4 innings, did not allow a single run, only 2 hits and walked 2, and we mentioned no strikeouts. He only struck out 1 batter. So definitely a ground ball pitcher is Brad Grieveson, as we've seen this far tonight.
First pitch a strike to the DH, Luis Bernardo. Grieveson working quickly, an 0-1 pitch just outside, evens up the count. Driven into right center field, that's going to get down for a base hit. Bernardo with his second hit of the game, he had a double in the first inning. A base runner here for the Cardinals. Josh Niles will step in, he's the first baseman. He grounded out in the first inning. First pitch a strike.
Niles in his 3rd year of IBL baseball, batting .229 on the year and 109 at-bats.
Popped out of play, foul. Grieveson maintaining a quick pace even with a runner on. Looking to get a ground ball double play. That one's fouled off out of play again.
Well, we've seen an opposition of timings between both teams. The Baycats have been in front of a lot of those curveballs from Ring. Not the Cardinals, though. They've been behind a lot of the pitches, fouling them off. And
0-2 pitch to Niles. Curveball driven deep to left field. And it's just foul.
Well, just as I say that, they get out in front of it and send one foul, similar to the Ejo at bat. So Maybe I'll just be quiet on the timings.
Well, you said it there, like very similar to that batted ball from Kenice Ejo in the last half inning. Just fouled on the left field line. Another 0-2 pitch. That one into the left center field gap. Going back on it is Ejo. And he'll make the catch just in front of the warning track.
Great communication with the left fielder Maves and the center fielder Ejo. That is the center fielder's ball, and he'll call off Maves and make the catch himself.
So 2 out here for Grieveson. Trying to get out of this, and he's got a runner on, so a force play at second base available. Dennis DeBanning will come up. He had an RBI single in the first inning. Another pop-up just behind first base. Jaco there and makes the play in foul territory. Grieveson gets through 3. Baycats still trail by 1, but you're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field. Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com. Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycats scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Baycats coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Starlin Rodriguez will lead it off. He had that huge 2-run home run in the first inning.
Yeah, here comes Starlin, blasted his 7th home run of the season, moved him into a tie for 10th place in the IBL home run leaders.
Ryan Rio and Hayden Jaco also due up this inning for the Baycats. Colby Ring out for his 3rd inning of work. First pitch to Rodriguez. High for ball 1.
Starlin, Rodriguez, and Ryan Rio, one of the best 1-2 punches in the IBL. I can't think of one better, to my knowledge, Julius. Maybe you can.
Tough to compete with for sure. Rips it on the ground. Nice pick there from Underwood. Long throw to first, and he makes the play. What a play from Jacob Underwood.
Yeah, what a pick there. Well, that'll bring up Rio. Starlin Rodriguez with 7 home runs. That's 2nd on the Baycats, trailing only the aforementioned and at the plate Ryan Rio with 9, which is 6th in the IBL, also 6th in RBIs with 39.
That ball was scorched to third base by Starlin Rodriguez, and I'm not sure how Underwood was able to make that pick, but he did and made the long throw perfectly to first. Rio bashes it to right field, and it's off the fence. Rio's going to stay at first on a long single. The ball was hit very hard.
Love to see the exit velocity on that one. Unfortunately, we don't have sabermetrics in the IBL, but Starlin Rodriguez was hit hard. That one might have been hit harder by Ryan Rio. Unfortunately, though, maybe hit too hard, comes right off the wall, and not enough time for Rio to get to second base. He'll find himself with a long single.
Well, you mentioned it, those two guys being a great 1-2 punch in this league. Can't really argue with that, especially when they're hitting the ball that hard. Hayden Jaco will step in. First pitch to Jaco, just low.
And earlier in the year, unfortunately, no longer with the team, but Noel McGarry-Doyle, that combination in the top of the order was very, very dangerous. We'll see how the Baycats can fill that hole moving into the postseason, as they've got Kanice Ejo in the leadoff spot tonight.
1-0 pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike.
And if you're Hayden Jaco, you have to be sitting on that breaking ball from Ring. A lot of hangers, a lot of pitches you can get in front of and pull out to left field.
One pitch. Flown into the left center field gap. Heading back on it is DeBanning, and it's gone! Hayden Jaco with a 2-run home run of his own. And the Baycats take the lead.
Just what the doctor ordered from Hayden Jaco in the 5-hole, sends a pitch to the left center field over the wall for the second home run of the game for the Baycats, who now lead 4-3 and bring up Adam Odd with only 1 out in the inning.
That ball just kept carrying out in left center field. Looked like it was going to hold up in the ballpark, but it kept carrying, and Baycats now have a 4-3 lead as Adam Odd steps in. First pitch outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that ball did not look like it had enough to get out, especially when it's so hard to hit it out in center field in Vintage Throne Stadium. But that ball kept carrying and found its way over the fence.
Looked like it nearly hit Adam on. It goes all the way to the backstop, but just getting out of the way. Two-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. Renault, easy play to first. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher number 5, Josh Cote.
Josh Cote trying to keep this inning alive for the Baycats. A lot of momentum after that home run. Cote grounded out to third to lead off the second. First pitch of ball.
Cote, another guy with power, another guy who hits a lot of his home runs to left field, exactly where the majority of the hits have been placed by the Baycats tonight.
Another one low, 2-0.
We're witnessing the final at-bat for Josh Cote this season.
Popped out of play, foul. When Colby Ring's behind in the count, you're going to see more often than not, 83.3%. He's going to throw a fastball. Sometimes he'll throw a cutter, but only 5.6% of the time. 11.1% changeup. Fastball there, gets the outside part of the plate for strike 2.
Well, there you go. You see the fastball there behind in the count. Great stats there. And what an advantage it is to have those stats in the IBL.
Yeah, huge shout out to our analytics team at the Baycats. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Now it counts full.
And right there you see the reason for the fastballs possibly as he bounces yet another breaking ball.
Full count pitch. Cote reaches for it and fouls it out of play.
Still no action in the Baycats pen as we'll most likely see Brad Grieveson trot out for his 4th inning of work next inning.
Grieveson told me before the game he's going to go as long as he can. Tough first inning, but he's really settled down since then. On the ground, shortstop Nicholson. On to first to sit down Cote. The Baycats take the lead on a 2-run home run from Hayden Jaco. 4-3 Baycats as we head to the fourth. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of brain echo technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Fourth inning of play here at Vintage Throne Stadium, and it's brought to you by Clarkson Bins and Junk Removal, the local source for simple, clean, and reliable disposal bin rental and junk removal services. 4-3 Baycats heading into the fourth inning. Hamilton Cardinals will send up Jacob Underwood, Lane Renault, and Tanner Rempel, the bottom part of their order, to face Brad Grieveson out for his fourth inning of work. First pitch to Underwood, taken for a strike.
Yeah, the fourth inning for Grieveson. The first inning, however, where he steps on the mound with the Baycats leading. We'll see if he can retain that lead and get 3 outs.
Soft ground ball to short. Adam Odd with an easy play. On to first for the first out of the inning.
Another great play from Odd at short. He's been terrific tonight.
And we saw that one error from Owen Jansen in the first inning. But other than that, the defense has been great for the Baycats tonight.
And you need great defense against a ground ball pitcher like Grieveson for sure.
First pitch to Lane Renault, upstairs for a ball.
Looked like a high changeup from Grieveson there. Couldn't find the zone.
Popped up on the infield. Owen Jansen settling underneath it. He makes the catch for the second out.
Catcher number 44, Tanner Rempel.
Tanner Rempel will step in. He grounded out to short his first time up, leading off in the second. Grieveson working quickly. The first pitch is in there for strike one.
Rempel batting .323 on the year and 62 at-bats.
One and one here. Rempel, the Abbotsford, BC native, is 25 years old. Played Division II baseball at Colorado Mesa University. That one fouled off to the screen.
We talked about how great it is to have a catcher who can hit. Rempel, a catcher batting .323. Just such a positive when you can have an average that high at the catcher position.
He's having a solid year here for the Cardinals. His first year in the IBL. Takes that one outside, evens up the count at 2-2. one fouled away out of play. The Cardinals coming off a game last night at home against the Maple Leafs where they were down big but had a huge 7-run 8th inning, but lost by 1. That one flared out into shallow left field. Adam Odd makes the catch to retire the side. Baycats coming up in the 4th, leading 4-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
No runs, no hits.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Victor Plaz will lead it off for the Baycats in this bottom of the 4th inning. Baycats maintain a 4-3 lead over the Hamilton Cardinals on the back of two two-run home runs, one by Starlin Rodriguez, the other by Hayden Jaco. Colby Ring out for his 4th inning of work.
Victor Plaz batting .313 on the year, but hitless in 4 of his last 5 games. An odd slump from Plaz.
Breaks his bat and flares that out to shallow left field. Diving is DeBanning. He can't make the play. Plaz rounding first. He heading to second, and he'll make it there standing up. Huge leadoff double there for Victor Plaz.
The broken bat maybe helped him there a little bit as the ball blooped right in front of the left fielder there. He made a diving effort. He finds himself on second with no away for Owen Jansen. We mentioned his role as the transition man in the 9 slot. If he can get on base and bring out the 1-2-3 guys with no outs, what an opportunity would it be for the Cats in the bottom of the 4th.
A very valiant effort there from Dennis DeBanning, the left fielder. Just barely missing that ball after a Superman-style dive. Now Owen Jansen here trying to make this inning a rally. Swings and misses at the first pitch. I would be remiss to forget tonight is military night here at Vintage Throne Stadium. We had a fantastic pregame ceremony with a few veterans, including one who's about to turn 101 years old throughout the first pitch, and it was pretty great to see. 0-1 pitch to Jansen. He grounds it through the infield into right field. Plaz is going to hold up at third. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there between Renault and Niles on the right side of the infield there.
Well, to sound like a broken record would be an understatement, but yet again, another hanging breaking ball, another pitch that the Cats are in front of, and another pitch that finds the gap in the infield. And Owen Jansen, doing his job in the 9 slot, does exactly what the doctor ordered, putting runners on the corners with no away in the inning for Kenice Ejo in a lefty-righty matchup. We all remember in his last at-bat, Kenice Ejo nearly went yard for his second home run of the season. Let's see if he can pull this a little bit more to the right and send one over the fence this time.
Runners on the corners here for the Baycats. Nobody out. Ejo showing bunt. A nice block there from Tanner Rempel. That saved a run, but Jansen moving up to second.
Terrific block there as the catcher and the pitcher will talk it over on the mound.
Heads up base running there from Jansen. And that ground ball from Jansen on the right side of the infield wasn't hit very hard. And it looked like Renault, the second baseman, and Josh Niles, the first baseman, had some miscommunication there. Not sure who was going to pick up that ground ball. And it just went in between both of them. So 2 runners in scoring position here for Kenice Ejo. 1-0 pitch. Outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Tough call there. On a pitch low and away. Both pitchers hammering that outside corner low in the zone tonight.
1-1 pitch. Same pitch as the last one. Outside part of the plate. Ejo now down 1-2.
You got to think that Ejo may be sitting on the breaking ball here. We've seen so many Baycats hitters jump on that tonight, as did Ejo in his first at-bat. Second, my apologies.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball on the ground to third. Underwood looks the runner back and goes to first for the first out of the inning.
He got the breaking ball, didn't get enough, and grounds it to the infielders for the first out. Still only 1 out for Kyle Maves. Lefty-lefty matchup. Most likely not bunting here is Maves as he looks to drive in an RBI. Grounded into a double play his last at-bat, but let's turn it around here.
Yeah, looping 12-6 curveball there from Colby Ring, and it looked like Ejo just got on top of it. Couldn't get enough of it to drive it into the outfield. Only 1 out here for Kyle Maves. First pitch. On the ground, flares it into left field down the line. That's a base hit. 2 runs will score. A 2 RBI double as Maves is into second standing up. Baycats take a 6-3 lead.
Well, the speed of Maves finds himself on second as he drives in 2. That ball was sliced down the line. Terrific placement from Kyle Maves, and 6-3 Baycats in the bottom of the 4th with only 1 out. We mentioned it earlier, Julius, the 1-2 punch here. Starlin Rodriguez, Ryan Rio, with balls flying everywhere tonight. It's a great opportunity here to add to the Baycats' lead. Still in the first half of this ballgame.
Starlin Rodriguez, a dangerous hitter here, especially with runners in scoring position. Baycats have extended their lead. It's now 6-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It takes the first pitch for a strike. Maves bouncing off of second base. And time called by Rodriguez. Ring now taking his time on the mound. Not coming set right away. There he is there. Comes set. Rodriguez ready. 0-1 pitch. Rodriguez out in front of it. Swinging out of his shoes there. Now 0-2.
Well, much like all the Baycats hitters tonight, sitting on that breaking ball. He got it. He swung, and he maybe swung a little bit too hard, finding himself in the dirt. It's 0-2. We'll see what he can do with 1 out.
Rodriguez trying to stay alive here now. Modest lead from Naves at second. The 0-2 pitch. Rodriguez fouls it out of play.
Stays alive, does Rodriguez. Not a guy who's going to strike out a lot. Only has 17 strikeouts on the year and 95 at-bats.
Ring much more willing to use his curveball when he's ahead in the count as he is right now. Fastball in the dirt. Maves is going to head for third as that ball gets away from catcher Tanner Rempo.
Was just going to ask if we could find some stats on that curveball. Great insight there. Is that curveball coming in pitcher's counts, most likely?
Well, he throws the fastball overwhelming majority of the time, but he's much more willing to use the fastball when he's ahead in the count. Right there, just spiked a fastball, and it costs him 90 feet as Maves heads to third. One-two pitch. Line into left field, a base hit for Rodriguez. Maves comes in to score, and it's 7-3 Baycats.
Great job to stay in the count from Rodriguez, and it pays off as he brings in Kyle Maves and puts the Baycats up 7-3 with Ryan Rio stepping into the left side of the batter's box with only 1 away.
Sixth hitter of the inning here for the Baycats. Infield is going to converge here around the mound and talk to Colby Ring. Surprised Ring didn't go back to the curveball a couple pitches after Rodriguez was so far in front of it.
Well, the way the last few innings have gone, you got to think the Baycats are starting to figure Colby Ring out. And you maybe want to talk a little strategy if you're the infield, if you're the catcher. Because Ryan Rio's a guy who you might want to have a game plan for with how dangerous he is at the plate. And we already see some action there in the Cardinals bullpen.
Ryan Rio not afraid to go the other way. He's shown it throughout this whole season. He fouls that one off. So not much of a dramatic shift that you can put on Ryan Rio, but they're trying the best they can. They have third baseman Underwood shifted pretty far off the bag at third. Shortstop Nicholson playing a little bit more up the middle. Looking for a double play here. 0-1 pitch. Rio sees that one just on the outside corner for a strike.
Tough call there. Rio doesn't like it. We'll see if we see the curveball here on an 0-2 count.
Breaking ball, grounded foul on the right side. You can tell Rio was definitely sitting on the curveball there.
Well, if we can notice it all the way up here in the booth, you got to think Ryan Rio and Josh Matlow is telling all the players there, sit on that breaking ball late. And they have so far. That's been where most of their damage has come from.
0-2 pitch high for ball one.
There it is again. And you mentioned the 12-6 nature of that pitch. It just sails into the zone. And you can, if you can sit back on it, you can send that ball a long way.
1-2 pitch. Ryan checks his swing. He appealed to the third base umpire sitting near second base. He didn't go around. The count now at 2-2. Some action beginning in the Hamilton bullpen. Got a right-hander up. We'll get that more info to you when we have that. 2-2 pitch. Rio flares it into left field, and it's going to drop foul.
Well, action in the Cardinals pen, but none in the Baycats. So it looks like Brad Grieveson will set a new season record for innings pitched as they'll bring him out for the 5th. And why wouldn't you after how well he's done following the first inning? Has kept them on the ground and kept the hitters at bay. It's the reason the Cats are up 7-3 in the fourth inning.
Alex Lanigan is the right-hander warming in the Cardinal bullpen. Another 2-2 pitch to Rio. Fouls it off again. Rio doing a wonderful job of staying alive in this count. Raising that pitch count of Colby Ring. Hayden Jaco waits on deck. Driven deep to right field. Heading back on it is Duncan, and it's gone! Ryan Riho with a line drive home run. And the Baycats take a 9-3 lead as they blast it open.
The story of the night, all night, has been those long balls, as that is the, not one, not two, but the third home run of the night for the Baycats. And who else but Ryan Rio blasts his 10th of the season. On a lefty-lefty matchup, very hard to pull those ones, but Ryan Rio up for the challenge. It's now 9-3 Baycats after they trailed as soon as the first inning.
Third long ball of the night for the Barrie Baycats. Hayden Jaco comes up, he squibs it down the right side of the infield and through for a base hit. Soft ground ball, gets through the right side again. And another hit for Jaco. That's his third time on base today, second hit.
And if you're looking at where the home runs are coming from, well, they're all beside each other. It's the 3-hitter, Starlin Rodriguez, the 4-hitter, Ryan Rio, and Hayden Jaco, 3-4-5. We mentioned the double threat of Rodriguez and Rio. Maybe make that a triple threat with Jaco in the 5-hole. We mentioned how tonight is Josh Cote's last game. Maybe Jaco, plays catcher a little bit, can fill that role.
Dean Castelli takes the ball from Colby Ring. We're going to have a pitching change here. Alex Lanigan's the one out of the bullpen. We'll take a break. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. Baycats have blown it open here in this fourth inning, forcing Dean Casella to go to his bullpen, and Alex Lanigan is the arm to come out of the bullpen.
Well, when you're this late into the year, every game matters, and despite being down 9-3, the Cardinals look to throw one of their best arms in Alex Lanigan. Third best ERA among active pitchers on the Hamilton Cardinals, 3.55, as Adam Odd steps up to the plate.
Ground ball to second. Charging in is Renault. Has no play at second. He'll go to first for the sure out. 2 down.
Renault in his Lanigan in his first year of IBL ball. With the Cardinals, he's 2-0, 3.55 ERA in 15 games, has 1 save in 25 and a third innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 25 hits allowed.
His last outing came on August 9th in London, 2 1/3 innings. Had 2 strikeouts in that outing. Didn't allow a base runner. First pitch to Josh Cote is outside. This is the 9th batter for the Baycats in this inning. Fouled off.
Well, I mentioned it just a few moments ago, but this late into the year, every game matters. Despite sitting in 6th place, the Hamilton Cardinals not out of it by any means, as between 7 and 4, only 5 games separating those teams, as the London Majors, Hamilton Cardinals, Guelph Royals, and Toronto Maple Leafs fight for this 4 slot in the standings.
One pitch high and in. Now 2-1. No hold on Jaco at second, taking a modest lead. 2-1 to Cote. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Cote trying to keep this rally alive. Baycats putting up 5 runs in this inning. Lanigan steps off. Victor Plaz is on deck. He led off this inning with a double. Cote flies that foul and out of play. Lanigan, the right-hander, comes set. 2-2. Fouled off to the screen. Cote fighting off a lot of pitches in this at-bat.
And it's been hard to catch up to that fastball so far since Lanigan has entered the game. A change in momentum, you could say. It's a different approach for the Baycats, trying to get out in front and ahead of these pitches.
Lanigan really taking his time on the mound. Another 2-2. Cote pops that one up. That's going to stay in play. And it's going to be caught by Rempel. A nice basket catch. Cote, as he was getting out of the box, looked to cut him off, but Rempel still makes the play to finish the inning. But the Baycats put up 5 in the 4th inning to take a 9-3 lead. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and
man in to score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win. Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. Since we're almost to the end of the 2023 IBL regular season, let's talk about some of the top performers on the Baycats this year. While Ryan Rio and Frank Garces have been the standouts, with Rio leading in hits, home runs, and RBIs, and Garces leading in basically all the major pitching categories, Adam Odd, Noel McGarry-Doyle, and Josh Cote have also had huge impacts on this team. I'm curious to know who you guys think has had the biggest impact on this roster.
Thank you very much, Sam. That's a very good question. I would probably go the direction of Frank Garces because he's been the staff ace and frontrunner to win IBL Pitcher of the Year, in my opinion.
Well, I think I have to agree with you. Leads not only the team, but leads the IBL in wins, is third in strikeouts, and first in ERA. I think that every single time Frank Garces steps on the hill, you're going to see something special. The only thing holding it back for me is, pitchers can't pitch every day, is there's a great strikeout from Brad Grieveson on looked like a cutter there.
Nicholson strikes out swinging to lead off this fifth inning. That's Grieveson's second strikeout of the ballgame.
We were having our own conversation there, but that was a terrific at-bat from Brad Grieveson, just totally in control of the one-hitter. It is now Brad Grieveson's longest outing of the year.
Quinn Cotton sees the first pitch for a strike. Frank Garces, like we were saying, he had back-to-back complete games his last 2 outings. That ball fouled out of play.
Yeah,
Garces is slated to go again tomorrow against Welland.
One of them a complete game, one of them a complete game shutout. We'll see if he can make it 3 complete games in a row tomorrow. A game that you're not going to want to miss.
0-2 pitch to Cotton, and he goes down swinging. 2 down.
The right fielder at number 5, Tyler Duncan.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Brad Grieveson. 2 down here as Tyler Duncan will step in.
Well, Brad Grieveson, a little nutshell is he just gets better with age and distance. Or you could say better with time, as in the 5th inning, we're seeing the best pitching of the night from Grieveson. I don't think he had 2 strikeouts thus far in the game. And he has 2 strikeouts here in the inning.
First pitch inside to Duncan. Since 2021, Brad Grieveson against the Hamilton Cardinals in 3 appearances, he's 1-0 with 4 innings pitched and a 2.25 ERA. Now 2-0. This season he had 1 outing against Hamilton, May 25th. He had 1 inning pitched, allowed an earned run, and 2 hits, had 1 strikeout in that outing. Fouled off, now 2-1.
Well, we mentioned earlier on at the beginning of the game that tonight you were going to have the bullpen available with Garces pitching tomorrow. But it doesn't look like Matt Lowe's going to need to use that bullpen much with how dominant Brad Grieveson has been since the 1st inning.
Fouled off on the left side. And for Josh Matlow, that's not a bad thing. You could say that's a good problem to have when, your bullpen guys are rested and you have fresh arms available should you need to have them pitch.
It's absolutely a good problem to have, indeed.
2-2 pitch. Flown into left field. Kyle Maves makes the catch. She had a bit of trouble with it there. But he comes down with it. A 1-2-3 inning for Brad Grieveson. He gets through 5. Baycats still up 9-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
This fifth inning of play brought to you by Ital Paving for all your residential, commercial, and industrial paving needs, providing quality service for almost 40 years because you deserve the best. With Dylan Quinn, I'm Julius Hern. Sam O'Coin reporting with us as well. Baycats lead 9-3, and if you just missed us, if you're just joining us, a 5-run fourth inning broke it open for the Baycats. Brad McQuinn here pinch hitting for Victor Plaz. Alex Lanigan still on the mound. Came in relief of Colby Ring. First pitch to McQuinn outside for a ball.
Well, really, as far as after the first inning, it was a change in pace of the game. As after the Hamilton Cardinals scored 3 in the top of the first, they went scoreless for 5 innings, and the Baycats have scored 9 unanswered runs.
Hard ground ball to Underwood at third. An easy play over to first for out number 1.
Yeah, 9 unanswered runs, 3 home runs as well from the 3, 4, 5 hitters. And in the bottom of the 5th, we reached the halfway mark of the game. And that'll bring up Owen Jansen.
The Cardinals had a 3-run first inning thanks to a 2 RBI double by Luis Bernardo, the DH, and Dennis DeBanning with an RBI single in that inning as well. And then Starlin Rodriguez answered back with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first. 2-run home run in the bottom of the third by Hayden Jaco gave the Baycats the lead. As Owen Jansen sees ball 1. And then a 2 RBI double by Kyle Maves, an RBI single by Starlin Rodriguez, and a 2-run home run by Ryan Rio, all in the 4th inning, putting the Baycats on top 9-3. 1-0 pitch. Jansen swings and misses, 1-1.
Yeah, and the Baycats chased Colby Ring from the game after just 3 1/3 innings pitched. But Alex Lanigan has been seemingly dominant so far since he's entered the game. We're going to see a 2-seam fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider mix. That slider coming exclusively to left-handed hitters, which you don't see often. Usually you want to throw the slider to righties as a righty pitcher.
Another cut and a miss by Owen Jansen there, now 1-2. And Alex Lanigan, definitely a change of pace for the Baycats hitters. He's really taking his time in comparison to Colby Ring, who was working a bit quicker.
Yeah, and Lanigan, one of the top pitchers on that Cardinal staff, and they need him to be strong here and mount a rally if they're going to come back into this game. 9-3 in the 5th inning, already over the halfway point here tonight.
1-2 pitch. Jansen stays alive. Jansen is 2 for 2. 2 singles. He singled and scored in the 4th inning. And we're going to get a mound visit here from Tanner Rempel.
Well, similar to Colby Ring, Lanigan likes to pound the zone with fastballs early when he's in a hitter's count. 75% fastballs, 25% sliders in a hitter's count. And in a pitcher's count, 50% pitches in the zone, and a little bit of a mix.
Now Owen Jansen here taking his time getting into the box after that mound visit. 1-2 pitch. Curveball just inside. Evens up the count. That was a great take there from Owen Jansen.
Great take on a tough pitch. Lanigan doesn't get the call, and they'll reset at 2-2.
He cuts and misses. Jansen down swinging. That's the second out of the inning.
A little bit of a sword action there from Jansen. Caught him on a check swing. That'll bring up Kanisi Joe, the one-hitter.
Yeah, those high fastballs are so hard to lay off of. When they're closer to the eye level, the ball just looks a bit bigger and they're much more hittable, but it's so hard to get the hands up to that height. Jansen couldn't hold up his check swing.
Well, you're absolutely right, especially coming after a low curveball. Gets the hitter's timing off, and you see the result right there.
Kanisi Joe flies it into left field. Dennis DeBanning has a beat on it and makes the catch just in front of the warning track to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Baycats. We head to the 6th inning. The Baycats are up 9-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Real behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycats scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium, 6th inning of play, brought to you by Vintage Throne Barber Lounge. Experience the tradition of quality service in a relaxed environment, redefining gentlemen in the heart of Barrie. Christian Mullins, new pitcher on the mound for the Baycats. Brad Grieveson goes 5 innings, and he's in line for the win.
Mullen only with 3 1/3 innings pitched on the year in his second year of IBL ball. Has a 2.7 ERA in 2 games. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hits allowed.
Yeah, Mullen suffered a tough leg injury in his first start of the year, May 21st against Brantford here at Vintage Throne Stadium. Just made his first appearance back on August 6th at Brantford. He went 2 2/3 there. Great to see him back on the mound. First pitch of ball there to Luis Bernardo. Couple defensive changes here for the Baycats with Brad McQuinn pinch hitting for Victor Plaz. He goes to left field, moving Kyle Maves to third. Pop up on the right side of the infield, and Owen Jansen makes the catch behind Hayden Jaco, 1 down.
Jansen calls out the first baseman, Hayden Jaco, makes the play himself for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the 5-hitter, Josh Niles.
Josh Niles comes up. He's 0 for 2 so far. First pitch from Mullen is spiked in the other batter's box for the first ball.
Well, the X factor from Mullen is he going to be able to locate his pitches? Throws hard. It's going to be interesting if he can find his control, and if he can, he's going to be dominant.
Gets on the outside part of the plate for a strike. In 2021 with the Baycats, Christian Mullen in 5 appearances, 1 start. He was 1-1 with a 6.07 ERA in 13 of the third innings pitched. Ground ball right to Adam Odd. Easy play for him. On to first for the second out.
Boy, Adam Odd has been terrific at shortstop tonight, hasn't he, Julius?
Absolutely, making all the fundamental plays out there, and it's exactly what the Baycats need. Strong defense. Not a lot of strikeouts in this ball game, so.
No, you're absolutely right.
Brings up the left fielder, Dennis DeBanning. DeBanning is 1 for 2. He had an RBI single in the first inning and fouled out in the third. Pitch from Mullen, inside, 2-0.
Not many hitters going to catch up to that fastball from Mullen. The key is location. He's got to find it in the zone, and he's in a 2-0 count right here. Got to bring it into the zone.
That one outside for ball 3, 3-0. Mullen, a bit of a bump up of velocity in comparison to what Brad Grieveson was showing, but it's a matter of if he can control it. He's down 3-0 here. He's managed to get a couple easy defensive outs, but needs to settle down a bit here. That one high and a 4-pitch walk to Dennis DeBanning.
Well, if you're Christian Mullen, if Brad Grieveson is any example, you don't have to do anything special. The infield, the fielding in general has been terrific tonight, and Mullen's got to trust his infield that they can make the plays, throw the pitches in the zone. Trust your guys that they can do their job as they've done so very well tonight. As following the first inning, it's been all zeros for the Hamilton Cardinals.
Brad Grieveson in the 4th and 5th faced the minimum. The first pitch to Jacob Underwood outside.
That's 5 straight balls from Mullen now.
One-0 pitch. Inside and low, 2-0. Wouldn't be surprised if Underwood's just going to be taking all the way here. Mullen not proving that he's been able to hit the zone. That one in the zone, 2-1.
Much needed strike from Christian Mullen. After 6 straight balls, he finds the zone.
Two-one pitch. 3-1 now. I wonder if Underwood's going to get some kind of green light here, if he's going to be taking all the way. Modest lead for DeBanning off first. The pitch. Just outside, and then back-to-back walks here for the Hamilton Cardinals. Christian Mullen got first 2 outs of the inning fairly quickly. But now back-to-back walks here. Bring up Lane Renault.
Adam Odd's going to come over and chat with Christian Mullen. Just calm him down a little bit. You only need one. 1 out, and you're out of the inning. But the Hamilton Cardinals knocking at the door here in the top of the 6th with 2 men on, down by 6. And the 8-hitter, Lane Renault.
If he can get a ground ball here, there's a play at any bag, so great opportunity here for Christian Mullen. Ground ball to third. Kyle Maves will go to the bag and retire the side. Couple walks threatened, but Christian Mullen manages to get out of it as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 9-3 Baycats. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of brain echo technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Baycats coming up in the bottom of the 6th here. Kyle Maves to lead it off for you. 9-3 is the score. Alex Lanigan still on the mound here for the Hamilton Cardinals.
Well, Maves snapped a 4-game hitless streak in his last at-bat as he sliced a ball down the left field line. Looking to do some more damage here in the leadoff role in the bottom of the 6th.
Maves is 1 for 2. He walked and scored in the first. Grounded into a double play in the second. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Then he had a double and scored in the 4th inning. And that sliced hit down the left field line, like you mentioned, Dylan. 1-0 pitch. In there for strike 1.
Well, a great opportunity to do some damage does Maves in the leadoff spot. As due up, you got Starlin Rodriguez and Ryan Rio, and then Hayden Jaco, all 3 who have hit home runs tonight. And if Maves can get on.
Lanigan, that pitch in there for a swinging strike.
Maves swinging for the fences there himself.
Lanigan ahead in the count here, 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off towards the Hamilton dugout.
Maves does a terrific job of waiting back on that breaking ball there. Wasn't fooled at all, fouled it off and stays alive. It's 1-2 with 0 away.
One-two pitch. That one high and off the glove of Tanner Rempel into the backstop, 2-2.
Kyle Maves putting together a good at-bat here and getting that pitch count up for Alex Lanigan.
Some action underway in the Hamilton bullpen. Jake Dean is about to start throwing. 2-2 pitch. Maves just gets a piece of it into the dirt.
Yeah, another curveball from Lanigan. Kyle Maves catching up to it yet again. He stays alive. 2-2.
Lanigan still working patiently. 2-2 pitch. Maves flares it out to shallow left field. Diving is DeBanning, and he makes the catch. Dennis DeBanning with a fantastic diving catch in left field for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's highlight reel defense from DeBanning right there. We saw him dive for a ball earlier and not get it. He makes up for it there. Just a terrific play. I did not think he had a chance at that ball. I thought Kyle Mays was going to get another slice hit, but no. The left fielder catches it, and what a play that was.
Starlin Rodriguez steps in. We're going to send it to Sam O'Coin. Sam, what do you have for us?
Well, with Brad Grieveson in line for the win tonight, he would move ahead of Adam Haas and Chris England for 5th all-time with 21 wins as a Baycat.
Thank you very much, Sam. That's great insight. Yes, Brad Grieveson in line for the win, having gone 5 innings tonight. That would be great for him. 1-0 pitch to Rodriguez inside.
That is assuming the Baycats can retain their 9-3 lead and come away with a W tonight. They're 3 innings away, or 3 and a half, I should say.
Rodriguez taking all the way, sees a strike. Rodriguez 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. 3 RBI on the night. Goes up the middle. It's off the back of the mound, rolling to LaRue, and he makes an easy play to first. 2 down.
Starlin Rodriguez has been sitting on a breaking ball every single at-bat tonight. I believe all of his hits have come off the off-speed, as there's another one. And that one doesn't find the gap, unfortunately. But here comes Ryan Rio.
And that ground ball from Rodriguez took a weird roll off the back of the mound. Caught it perfectly, but Lane Renault, the second baseman, positioned perfectly.
Rio with double-digit home runs on the year now. And 9-3 with 2 outs.
Popped up in play. Jacob Under with the third baseman over. Makes the catch in foul territory. Quick inning here for Alex Lanigan as we head to the 7th inning. 9-3 Baycats. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Seventh inning at Vintage Throne Stadium, brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca. Into the game in right field is Avery Tuck taking over for Starlin Rodriguez. Christian Mullen back on the mound for his second inning of work. First pitch just low for a ball to Tanner Rempo.
And if you're the Hamilton Cardinals and you're going to mount a comeback right here, right now is the time to do it. You got the 9-hitter leading off. If he gets on, the 1, 2, 3 hitters will be due up. And we saw last inning Christian Mullen, a little bit of control issues. And for the Barrie Baycats, if you can get out of this inning unscathed, your chances, or your win probability will go way up.
And this first out is going to be huge here for Christian Mullen. A 1-1 pitch. Low for ball 2.
Mullen getting frustrated with himself, just has to pound the zone in there. If he can put the fastball there, nobody's going to hit it.
Can't be afraid to attack the zone. You got to make sure, let your defense take care of their business behind you. As that one's fouled off to the screen, 2-2. Rempel's 0 for 2, grounded out in the second inning and popped out in the fourth.
2-2.
2-2 pitch from Mullen, up and in, nearly hit him. And count's now full.
Mullen taking a breath out there on the mound. Going to take his time on a full count pitch.
Three-two pitch. Popped up and foul out of play behind the screen. Three-two pitch. Foul out of play at 88.
It's been just fastballs from Christian Mullen. As full count, he's thrown 2 strikes over in a row, both fouled off. They'll do it again right here with no away in the inning.
Another full count pitch. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline. Some action in the Barrie bullpen. Right-hander up. We'll have that info to you when we find out. Another full count pitch. Swung on and missed. Rempel downswing. 76-mile-an-hour changeup for the first out.
I believe that was the first off-speed of the night by Christian Mullen. And if you can work that in alongside an accurate fastball, Christian Mullen becomes one of the most dangerous pitchers on the Baycats roster, as we see there. With such a dangerous fastball, the off-speed, you're not going to have a chance at it. And we see the damage there with an easy strikeout on a full count pitch.
Leadoff hitter Brandon Nicholson takes the first pitch strike. Brandon Hillier is the Baycats pitcher up in the bullpen.
And I don't know about you, Julius, but Christian Mullen's a guy that if he figures it out come playoff time, he could be thrown a lot for the Baycats.
Fouled out of play.
If you can stay control, stay around the zone, and then work in that off speed, I don't see how many batters are going to get hits off him. It really is just the walks that's holding him back from dominance in the Baycats pitching staff. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think his early season injury really hindered him, not just health-wise, but if he was able to see more in-game action. As Nicholson goes down swinging, 2 down. 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
The center fielder at number 49, Quinn Hoffman.
Well, you see what I mean there with back-to-back strikeouts, and I don't believe there's been one hard hit ball off of that fastball, or really off of any pitch from Christian Mullen this afternoon. When he's on, he's on. When he's accurate, he's not going to be hit very hard, and he's going to be a pretty tough pitcher to get anything off of in the IBL.
Quinn Cotton steps in, sees a first pitch ball. He's 1 for 3 so far in the ball game, struck out in the 5th inning. And I was saying, if because of the injury to Christian Mullen this year, not just health-wise that hindered him, but him not being able to get consistent in-game action probably hurts his quality control. Because, you know, he was pegged as a starter at the beginning of the year, and he started that first game in which he got injured. But I think he needs more in-game innings, you know, to really iron out his stuff.
Well, I definitely agree, Julius, and in a 9-3 game, a great time to toss Christian Mullen on the hill, get him some reps, and we're seeing right now why he can be such a valued asset to this Baycats pitching staff. A lot of good things we're seeing from Christian Mullen this afternoon, or tonight, I should say.
2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Quinn Cotton, now 2-2. Crowd getting into it here. 2-2, 2 out here in the 7th. Swung on and missed. Mullen strikes out the side. As we head to the 7th inning stretch, Baycats up 9-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Anderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer! At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Coming back from the 7th inning stretch here at Vintage Throne Stadium, 9-3 the Baycats lead the Hamilton Cardinals. As Don Morea here pinch hitting for Hayden Jaco.
Leading off the inning, pitch
Alex Lanigan still on the bump here for the Cardinals.
Number 33, Don Morea.
Morea looking to get going. He's batting .227 and 22 at-bats this season, his second year in the IBL. He's hitless in his last 6 games.
First pitch a strike to Don Morea. It's getting a bit more action as of late. In the last 4 games, he's gotten some action. Excuse me, 4 of the last 5. And before August 2nd, he hadn't got into game action since July 21st. Now 0-2 on Morea. So Josh Milo hoping that getting Morea in some in-game action will give him a little bit of heat as we head into the playoff run.
Yes, my mistake. Hitless in his last 3, not 6.
O2 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Jake Dean still warming in the Hamilton bullpen. 1-2 pitch here to Maria. Swung on and missed. Lanigan gets him swinging. First out of the inning there as Adam Odd will step in.
Now batting the shortstop, number 26, Adam Odd.
The minimum amount of hitters have come up for the Baycats since the huge 5-run fourth inning. 3 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th.
Interesting you mentioned that, Julius. I was just going to say the same thing. After 12 runs crossed the plate in the first 4 innings, it's been all zeros from both teams in the next 3 innings as we find ourselves in the 7th.
First pitch to Adam Odd, up and away.
And that's a testament to the great pitching we've seen. Christian Mullen, Brad Grieveson, now Alex Lanigan. All 3 pitchers have been very, very dominant and have had the hitters guessing, we could say.
1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Yeah, and after a shaky first inning, Brad Grieveson was able to settle in and only have 1 base runner through the rest of his 4 innings. One to Odd. Lines it through, up the middle into left center or right center field for a base hit. That's the first base runner for Alex Lanigan. Excuse me, the first hit for the Baycats since the 4th inning.
Number 5, Josh Cote.
And we are seeing what might be the final at-bat for Josh Cote of the year. We mentioned earlier tonight, his last game of the season before he goes away to college ball. And what a season it's been for Josh Cote. The catcher batting .295 and 105 at-bats, 4 long balls, 1 triple, 4 doubles, and 31 hits.
And like I mentioned earlier, Josh Cote putting himself in the conversation for IBL Rookie of the Year. It's going to be a huge loss to this Baycats roster heading into the playoffs. First pitch fouled to the screen. Adam Odd has 4 stolen bases this season, so is a possibility he could be running here. Inching off further and further off first. That one in there for a strike. 0-2 on Josh Cote.
Cote hitless in his last 3 games coming into tonight.
In the dirt for ball 1. Adam Odd moving up to second base. A nice block there from Tanner Rempel. He's had a few of those blocks in this game. Some pitches being spiked out in front of the plate, and Tanner Rempel holding it down behind the plate.
1-2 to Josh Cote with 1 away and a runner on second.
1-2 pitch fouled into the glove. Josh Cote striking out for the second out of the inning.
Brings up Brad McQuinn into the left side of the batter's box. 2 away and a runner on second. McQuinn hasn't got too many reps this season, was injured earlier in the year. As he's batting .250 in 16 at-bats.
McQuinn was getting a lot of starts earlier in the season before he was injured. Sees the first pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike. McQuinn very good defensively in the outfield, lots of speed. But hasn't seen a lot of time in the batter's box this season because of his injury. Oh, 0-1. Swung on and missed.
Alex Lanigan, since he entered the game, has been a total momentum shift for the Hamilton Cardinals. Just dominant. Baycats haven't been able to catch up to that fastball and have been hoping for a breaking ball, which has really been their only hope since he entered the game.
Another one in the dirt, blocked by Rempel. Now 1-2 on McQuinn.
Another great block from Rempel tonight.
McQuinn sees it low again, 2-2.
Great take from the lefty to lay off the breaking ball.
You could argue that the pace that Lanigan has brought to this ball game has really settled down the Baycats' bats. Starter Colby Ring working much faster on the mound, but Lanigan being much more patient throughout his outing. Breaking ball grounded up the middle. Brandon Nicholson on to first, gets him just in time, beating the speedy Brad McQuinn, and he's not happy with that call. But the Baycats go down, leaving the runner on second. Head to the 8th inning. Baycats up 9-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Welcome back to the top of the 8th inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. It's no secret that the throwback red uniforms are popular with the fans and players. But how do the Baycats play when they're in red? Well, they're actually 3-4, playing 6 Thursday games and 1 Sunday game in the throwbacks. With a win tonight, they would move to an even 4-4. Just a fun stat to mention, guys.
Thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, very interesting when you can see kind of the contrast between alternate uniforms, home uniforms. Baycats wearing the throwback reds tonight. First pitch by Mullen, low for ball 1.
Well, regardless of what the record is, you can't disagree that look good, play good, and those red uniforms, the throwback ones, might be some of the best jerseys in the league.
Tyler Duncan leading it off for the Cardinals. He fouls that one off out of play.
Christian Mullen out for another inning of work. We saw a dominant 3-strikeout inning from him last frame. It's been nothing but zeros for 6 straight innings after 3 runs crossed in the first. The Hamilton Cardinals have been shut out.
1-2 there on Tyler Duncan. Mentioned it earlier, he's definitely a candidate for IBL MVP. Leading the IBL in home runs with 14. Got his 14th in London on Wednesday night against Owen Boone. 2-2 as that pitch is high.
Yeah, he's first in home runs with 14, second in RBIs with 46. And he's also sixth in average at 367.
2-2 pitch. Cold strike 3, a breaking ball in the zone. Freezes Tyler Duncan for the first out of the inning.
Christian Mullen has thrown a breaking ball a total of 2 times, to my knowledge, tonight. Both times have been for a strikeout, as that's 4 straight strikeouts for Christian Mullen. And going back to Tyler Duncan, you don't see many players in the IBL who are a threat to for the Triple Crown Award like Duncan is. I can't remember a player with that kind of versatility.
Well, Jordan Castaldo did that for the Baycats here in, I believe it was 2017. Won the IBL Triple Crown, was MVP of the league that year. Excuse me, 2019 he did that. Christian Mullen working to Luis Bernardo. 0-1 pitch. On the ground is short. Adam Odd backhands it. On to first, offline, but Don Maria comes off the bag and makes the tag on Bernardo for the second out.
Well, speaking of the Triple Crown, look at the numbers here. Raul Gonzalez of the Kitchener Panthers has an outside shot at it. He's got the heavy lead in RBIs with 52. Second place having 46. That's Tyler Duncan. He's fourth in home runs with 12, and he's fourth in average at 375. So it'll be interesting to see if he can make a final push for the Triple Crown this year.
Josh Niles stepping in against Christian Mullen. First pitch taken for a strike. Niles is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 ground outs and a fly out. That went low. A little bit of an offer from Niles, but he checks his swing. One pitch. Up in the zone. Taken high for a ball.
If you're Josh Matlow, you really, really like what you've seen from Christian Mullen tonight. It might sound like a broken record here, but if he can hit that zone, there's not a hitter in the IBL who's going to catch up to that very often.
On the ground, through the left side for a base hit. Josh Niles' first hit of the ball game keeps the inning alive for the Cardinals.
To my knowledge, that is the first ball that has entered the outfield grass since Mullen came into the game.
First hit for the Cardinals since the 3rd inning.
And there you go. A possible two-out rally for the Hamilton Cardinals, down 6 in the top of the 8th inning.
Dennis DeBanning steps in. It's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Had an RBI in the 1st inning. Fly ball to right field. Avery Tuck has a beat on it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Cardinals strand a runner. They remain down 6 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Real behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. And it's brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie. Air, land, and sea vacations. Owen Jansen will lead it off for the Baycats. 9-1-2 in the Baycats order as Ejo and Maves will come up in this inning as well. Very interesting stat, courtesy of our analytics team here with the Baycats, James Henderson and Jack Hind. Shout out to them. In the two outings that Colby Ring had against the Baycats earlier this year, the Baycats hit 156. Jansen sees the first pitch ball. Tonight, the Baycats hit 524 off of Colby Ring and slugged over 1,000. Incredible numbers from a Baycats offense that was on fire in this game. Driven into center field, but not too deep. Center fielder Quinn Cotton makes the catch.
Yeah, to me it looked like the Baycats figured Colby Ring out pretty early. It's that fastball and it's that waiting on the breaking ball. And they waited, and they waited, and they hit him hard. 3 home runs, and that's where their 9 runs came. All off of Colby Ring. Definitely found their groove this afternoon, or tonight I should say.
Yeah, the Baycats had 21 at-bats against Colby Ring tonight, 22 total bases. Alex Lanigan still on the mound facing Kenise Ejo, who takes the first pitch strike.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, if you can average more bases than at-bats, that's pretty good for your run support.
0-1 pitch, outside. One pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now on Kenise Ejo.
Kenise Ejo 0 for tonight, but he's gotten unlucky. Had 1 home run that just went foul and another long ball that just didn't make it over the wall. We'll see if he can turn his luck around here in his 5th at-bat of the night.
1-2 pitch. Just outside, 2-2. Ejo 1 for 4 tonight. Had a base hit in the 2nd inning. He's had some hard contact, but unlucky on the defensive side. Outside, it's a full count.
Great take there from Ejo, brings it full.
Two, fouled off on the screen. Ejo stays alive. Kyle Maves waiting on deck. Full count pitch. Up and in, Ejo works the walk.
Great at bat for Kenice Ejo. Stays alive. He takes some tough pitches, brings the count to full, and he finds himself on first base after a walk that brings up Kyle Mates. Started the game in left field, now finds himself at third after the defensive shift, and laid down a bunt in the first inning. He's going to do anything he can to get on here in the bottom of the 8th. He brings up Avery Tuck and then Ryan Rio.
First pitch to Maves. Outside part of the plate for a strike. Ejo a threat to run at first base. 23 stolen bases this season. Low and in for ball 1.
Boy, Tanner Rempel has done a great job behind the plate today, blocking everything in sight, not letting anything by him, and it's definitely helped the Hamilton Cardinals on the base paths. I believe only one runner has advanced on a wild pitch.
Gives the pitchers much more freedom knowing you have a great backstop like that. 2-1 now on Kyle Maves. Throw to first, Ejo back in safely.
Alex Lanigan may be thinking the same thing we are, that Ejo might be on the move at first base as he tries to pick off there.
That's the first pickoff attempt of the night. Usually you don't see a first pickoff attempt this late in the game.
Good catch.
Maves softly to short. It could be 2. On to first, Maves beats it out.
Great speed there from Maves, keeps the inning alive, and that'll bring Avery Tuck up to bat for his first AB of the night.
Number 17.
Ejo out 6-4 at second base on a fielder's choice.
Tuck in his second year of IBL ball, batting 190 on the year in 42 at-bats. 1 long ball, 8 RBIs, and 8 hits.
Former Detroit Tigers prospect, draft pick. First pitch, he cuts and misses. Another swing and a miss. Tuck quickly down 0-2.
And for Tuck, it's really the defense and the speed that he brings to the table. But boy, if he can add a bat to the lineup, he becomes one of the most valuable players on the Baycats roster.
Tuck's former college roommate and teammate, Ryan Rio, on deck. Tuck calls time. Maves a threat to run at first. Tuck strikes out swinging to end the inning. We head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Hamilton Cardinals. Baycats lead 9-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Last chance for the Cardinals here, down 6 in the top of the 9th inning. This is 9th inning brought to you again by Expedia Cruises in Barrie. Air, land, and sea vacations. Max Loico on the mound for the Baycats, looking to finish it out. This will be his 5th appearance of the season.
5th appearance this season and the 3rd year of IBL ball for Max Loico. And you're going to see a little bit of a different arm delivery here, as almost extinct in baseball, but not yet. The submarine delivery for Max Loico. It's earned him a 4.76 ERA, which is 5th best on the current roster for the Baycats.
First pitch fouled out of play as Jacob Underwood's leading it off here for the Cardinals.
Always love watching submarine pitchers do their work. Such a different arm delivery. You just don't see it that much anymore. But definitely a treat to watch whenever one steps on the mound.
Underwood 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. And he's down 0-2. Pitch fouled off.
Oh, 2 is the count.
Fans getting back into it. 1-2 pitch, a line to shortstop. Adam Odd makes the catch for the first out.
Second baseman at number 6, Lane.
And Max Loico, the Barrie native, has thrown all 3 of his seasons with the Baycats. Pitched a total of 16 games and 23 innings. He's got 1 out in the inning.
First pitch to Renault in there for strike 1. Way outside. Evens up the count at 1-1.
And boy, it really has been a tale of 2 games this afternoon, as the first 4 frames saw 12 combined runs, and then the next, well, 5 saw 0 runs combined, barring any more crossing the plate this inning. It was 3 home runs for the Baycats after, 3 straight home runs, crossing 9 across the plate, and then nothing from both teams, all zeros.
2-1 pitch high again. 3-1 the count on Lane Renault.
Great pitching from Brad Grieveson, great pitching from Christian Mullen.
Swung on and missed, a full count now.
And great pitching from Max Loico on that pitch, as he looks to get 2 more outs and send these fans home happy.
Fans rooting on Loico here in the 9th inning. Full count pitch. Line and through. Into right field, just under the glove of Dom Marea. And the Cardinals have a base runner here in the 9th.
Catcher number 44, Tanner Rempel.
Lane Renault's first hit of the ball game coming here in the 9th inning.
Double play is in order here with 1 away in the inning. That would end the game. Not a save opportunity, but for Max Loico, this win would feel pretty good.
First pitch outside for ball 1 to Tanner Rempel. Rempel 0 for 3 so far tonight, struck out in the 7th. 1-0 pitch. Just low, ball 2.
Loico getting a little bit wild. We'll see if he can find the zone on the 3rd offering of this at-bat to Tanner Rempel.
Two-0 pitch in there for strike 1. lot of balls in play tonight. Not a whole lot of strikeouts, especially earlier in this ball game. Now 2-2.
Looked like Rempel might have been taking all the way there. And you mentioned the balls in play, and the fielders from Barrie tonight have just been terrific. Not too many errors, and I believe only one error to be exact.
Fouled off on the left side, off the third base coach.
And that error came earlier in the game. Aside from the first inning, it's been pretty much perfect fielding, perfect pitching from the Baycats. And if they can carry this momentum into the postseason, they're going to be a tough team to beat. And they already are a tough team to beat, sitting in second in the IBL standings.
7 strikeouts tonight for Baycats pitchers. Max Loiko looking for the 8th. 2-2 pitch. On the ground, foul again.
Tanner Rempel starting to figure out that awkward delivery from Max Loiko. Back-to-back foul balls down the left field side, ahead of both pitches. If he can sit back on one, might be able to put it in for a hit.
Another 2-2 pitch to Tanner Rempel. Another foul ball on the third base side.
Another foul ball, another offering. 2-2 to Tanner Rempel.
Really working Loiko as much as he can. Trying to see all that Loiko has to offer.
As a submariner, you can't mix in too many pitches. That awkward delivery limits your options a little bit.
Fly ball in play. Owen Jansen, shallow right field, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Boy, a nice play over the shoulder. Didn't look like he was going to get it for a second there, but that'll put 2 outs on the scoreboard. The Baycats are 1 out away from getting the W tonight.
Cardinals down to their last out, and it's up to their leadoff hitter, Brandon Nicholson, who's 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
Carrying in a 3-game hit streak that is in jeopardy here in possibly the last at-bat of the night.
Throw it a second, not in time. Stolen base for Lane Renault.
Another downside of the submarine deliveries. It takes a little bit longer for that ball to get to home plate. Throwing out runners is going to be a little bit more tricky for catchers. Josh Cote seeing it there.
Well, it looked like Lane Renault was really taking that last at-bat to time him up, and without a hold here. That one grounded to third. Kyle Mays on to first, and that's the ball game. The Baycats secure a huge 9-3 victory over the Hamilton Cardinals, ending their 3-game losing streak. A huge win going into tomorrow's matchup here against the Welland Jackfish.
9 unanswered runs from the Cats tonight, and dominant was the last 8 innings of this ball game after the first. They can carry this momentum into the next game tomorrow against Welland with Frank Garces on the mound. It's going to look good for the Cats. I'm Dylan Quinn. That's Julius Hern.
Baycats take it 9-3. Special thanks to Brian Backland, our broadcast producer, does a great job in the booth. For Dylan Quinn and Sam O'Coin, I'm Julius Hern. Thank you very much for watching Baycats Baseball. We'll see you tomorrow.